a lot of people come into this space, some to start the ABA company, some to provide services to the ABA company, because they don't understand like the overhead in ABA, and they just see dollar signs. They see reimbursement rates and they see dollar signs. And so they assume that ABA business owners have a lot of cash. Yeah. Or, as some people come into it as an ABA business owner thinking that it's going to be a big money maker for them, right? So how much is too much to pay for these services? Would you rather pay a company $3K to run HR or hire your own HR person for $5K a month? Or, how should you prioritize doing it yourself within your own company versus hiring contractors?
Yeah, I mean, like it's going to depend, right? And so I can't give you a really good answer on this. Maybe I can. I'll try my best. But it's going to depend on the gaps that you have within your expertise and the people that are supporting you, right? So like in our case, I had some policy understanding because of my background.
Well, you're
right?
a process engineer.
Yes.
So you could pretty much turn anything into a process if you understood what it was that needed to be done.
And so like reading that legalese stuff while I'm not an attorney wasn't that complicated for me, and I could manage that kind of stuff, right? Like I learned how to build a website, right? So like maybe I didn't need a developer right off the bat, right? And so what normally happens in these situations, I guess the best example I could provide is it's very similar to the insurances that you purchase. So maybe at the start, you only need the simple insurances, right? Professional liability, workers' comp, general liability, stuff like this, right? But as you grow, you're going to have more risk. And so then you're going to be like, maybe I should get, an umbrella policy. Maybe I should get cyber insurance. You should probably get cyber insurance to start anyways. Maybe I should get, there's different types of insurance that will protect different areas of your company. And then maybe you're wanting to go with a different insurance provider because it covers more areas, or there's more, they will cover more expenses, right? And so you're going to get different insurances at different levels. And when you're just out by yourself, maybe you're just getting cheap insurance, right, to cover the basics. But as you grow, you got 3 million in revenue, then you're going to add different insurances. And I think that adding consultants is very similar. Can you get away with, simple HIPAA security stuff at the start? Probably. Right? But then when you have a larger team, 20, 30 employees, you may want to have some on-call support that can set up your devices, that can keep up with all the latest issues that are going on in HIPAA, because you have more risk. Right? Does that make sense? Same with an HR person, right? I don't know that I would spend $5K on an HR person when I have 2 employees, right? I would be going with Legal Shield, right? Yeah. And that would be, but if I have 50 employees and it's like, man, Legal Shield isn't covering me enough, I need that ongoing support, I don't want to handle this anymore, then I think an HR person may be the right step. But to say, this is an acceptable price, I don't know that I could give you an acceptable price, right? Because it depends on the area that you're in. You're probably going to find a cheaper HR person in Alabama than you would in San Francisco. It
really boils down to that delegating piece that we talk about too, right?
Yeah.
And also understanding your budget, understanding how much money you have coming in and how much you can afford to go out. But just because someone's offering something like at a super high rate, like, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a great service or a great thing.
No, I mean, I think you would look at the reviews, right? You would ask to see, hey, can I talk to some of your customers out there, right? I think that when you're spending this amount of money on something, you want to make sure that you're going to get what you're asking for. So that's important to know, that you're working with trusted people. I don't know. I mean, it's going to depend on also the personality of the person, right? Like, I'll often get the question, like, what question should I ask to an attorney or an accountant? And for me, it's not so much what question should I ask, is like, just ask them something, right? And see what their response is. And if you get the feeling that you're wasting their time, right? They're not really answering your questions, or it feels like you're an inconvenience that you're even asking a question. It's probably not the right person for you.